carved in stone divine. It's all about your top four, nothing more. Rushmore show kicking down the door, ranking the icons, the greats we adore. It's all about your top four, nothing more.
What's up, guys? Happy 4th of July from the Rushmore show. We are live, and we haven't done one of these in a while. Friday morning fellowship. Patrick in the house, B2 in the house. Yeah, happy 4th of July, guys. What are y'all doing for the 4th, man? So I am, I thought I might play a few of the games that we talked about last night and enjoying, 4th, our top four on the 4th. But I also am going to be watching my daughter play some softball here in a little bit. She's out in Colorado. Their team isn't doing so well. She's doing pretty good, but she's on a new team and kind of going through that. So, we got somebody joining the stream. Waves and Games. Peter, what's up? Francisco, what's up? Francisco, man, you don't ever have to thank us for pumping up your content or your game, man. We're so excited about what's going on for that. Blowing things up in Shreveport. Yeah, man. What are you guys doing for the 4th? All you friends coming in. Poetically Christian Gamer, Colorado. I hear the ball travels well there. Well, ironically, so my daughter's a big power hitter. She hadn't hit a home run in a while. She's been really going to a batting average type hitter. And I was expecting to get a few bombs this year out in Colorado. She hadn't hit one yet. She came close. She hit the top of the wall for a bases loaded double a couple games ago. But, yeah, it does travel well there. She hadn't got one up, though. She's hitting a whole lot of ground balls, line drives. So, yeah, what's up, PCG? Bummed your daughter's team isn't doing well. Yeah, it's how it works, man. They play at a high level. And I saw Andy. He was joined up. There he is. I saw him coming in. There he is.
I'm here.
There he is. Why is your camera? Oh, there you go. There he is. Hey, if you don't recognize this guy, this young individual, this is Andy Ricketts of the Rushmore show. And there he is, Rev Rick. Happy 4th. Yeah, so this is how this thing goes. She plays at a high level. So their game is at 10 o'clock Colorado time, which that would be in about an hour, I guess, hour and a half. So I figured I'd jump on here and kind of hang out with you guys, maybe play a little games. Got 12 people in the house already, man. Hey, so tell me, last night, if you stayed and watched – childhood games, top 4 childhood games of all time. Were there any games that we mentioned last night that or any of them that we missed? And Andy is going to have the voting up here soon, and we got some new videos. Andy, bro, I'm excited about those videos. Those look awesome. Not to be confused with Andy Richter. No, Andy.
Not the same person.
Not the same person.
I did love Andy Richter,
Andy Richter is a good I don't mention too many celebrities, man. They're like flies, man. So we mentioned Michael Madsen.
Oh yeah.
Forgot
about that.
About 3 weeks ago. Not even 3 weeks ago. It was on so we were talking about Reservoir Dogs, right? What was that the movie we were talking about?
Reservoir Dogs came
up. My girls are saying hello. Yeah, Reservoir Dogs. We were talking about Reservoir Dogs. So that was what, crime movies, I guess? Anyways, that was a couple weeks ago. And then boom,
that's it. That's what it was.
We wake up yesterday or the day before yesterday, and Michael Madsen has passed away, which we have done that before. Koi Fish, man. Thanks for being here. Koi Fish. Koi Fish, Peter, Poetically Christian Gamer. You're already on. Francisco, we need to get you back on here soon if you're still out there. We are booking right now. Patrick, we need you to get on, man. We are booking right now. We've got a few more sports which that's not normally everybody's vibe. We love sports, but not everybody wants to go on a sports show. We have food, which almost anybody can do. Food, we need some food. But video games is coming around real quick, and I know a lot of you guys are video game guys. That's January and February. So if you want a Thursday afternoon, spend it with us. Denny in the house, man. Denny is a new, hey, Dave in the house. Look at this. Yeah, Denny, welcome. This is our Friday morning fellowship. You're in the UK, so what time is it there, Denny? Denny is a guy from Dark Links channel that we met, and yeah, welcome to the show. This is just kind of our Friday morning fellowship, kind of hanging out with the community. Sometimes we haven't done it in a while. I apologize. I should be doing a little bit more since I'm on vacation for the summer, but 3:30, so 3 p.m. Is that correct? 3:30? Is that's a UK thing? What does that mean? 3:30? Is that 3:30?
3:30. It's got to be 3:30, right?
3:30, so 3:30 p.m. Okay. All right.
Till 3:30.
That's proper English, right? 3:30?
I'm going to start saying that now. That's going to be how I say it. What time is it? It's 3:30.
It's
what?
3:30.
But is it 3:30 it's 1:30?
So we're right. Yeah. So if you got top 4 wrestling, I'm your guy. So that is in sports. Patrick, if you want to do a wrestling topic, we are doing some wrestling in September and October. So we do have it's 9:30 here. Yeah, well, it's 10:30 where I'm at. So I'm 10:30, you're 9:30. I like that. That's fun stuff. 9:30 here. But yeah, Patrick, if you want to do wrestling, you're in. You're our guy. So all you got to do is pick an October Thursday, and let us know. You can do that right now if you'd like, and I'll even pencil you in. Well, you guys, we just can't do a topic we've done before. Here's the thing: we're gonna do them with you, and if we've done them before, that's not real fun. A couple other things. Poetically Christian Gamer replied to your Facebook. Oh, okay. Francisco and PCG are having private messages. Hey, Francisco, speaking of, I have mentioned in the Culture Box Discord, what are the requirements to join our group? And one of the reasons is PCG, I think, would be a great guy to kind of see if he fits the bill. I was going to nominate him in our Discord, but I need some information on, see if he fits. And I know he fits personally, just with what we're trying to do. So, so if you're talking to him, man, he's the guy, man. He's one of them. Put me down for a food topic. Dave, you're on. Dave, you got to pick a Thursday in November or December, Dave. I got you. If you find a Thursday in November, December, hold on. I'll tell you which Thursdays are taken. There's only one Thursday taken. So let me get the schedule out. The schedule. I thought I just missed a dental appointment. I got a text. I was like, "Whoa, is that today?" It's next.
Missed the dentist.
It's next Friday. Next Friday, we'll do Friday morning fellowship from the dental office next Friday. Which that would be fun.
Right?
Actually,
definitely good content.
That would be fun. That would be fun. What am I doing? What was I doing? See how my brain works? I'm looking at the schedule. That's what I'm doing. Is that how you say it in England? Schedule? Who says that? Somebody says that.
Has to be how they say it there.
Schedule.
We need you to let us know. Is that it?
Evernote. Yeah, I keep it in Evernote. And why am I still using Evernote? There's got to be a better note taking thing, but I still use Evernote.
How old are you using Evernote? It just seems like an old people app.
It is an old people app. It was a note, dude. I was taking notes on this. I've got notes in this from the youth group when I was with you, bro. Oh man, thank you so much. It would be a true honor. Yeah, PCG. I think you'd be great fit. I just don't know. I don't want to overstep my bounds. The El Capitan is right there. He's the leader in charge. But I know that there's some like having a channel for so long and a couple other things. So, and And there's some other people I want to nominate too, Francisco. Not that we need to have 1,000 people, but there are some great people out there that I've met along the way that might be worth looking at and having fun with and hanging out in our group. So for whatever reason, this thing is paused. Okay. And I'm totally appreciative they welcomed us in there, man. We haven't done a whole ton as far as jumping in the Sunday morning or the Sundays, because Andy's always preaching and teaching, and Sundays are kind of sacred for me and doing either ball, and if we're not, we're out doing whatever. But there's some we need to get doing more, man. We do. All right, so here we go. We are blessed by you guys. No, you bless us, man. Top 4 worst cavities you've ever had in your life. Well, I've had at least 4 for sure. So, so the only date taken, Dave, are you still out there, Dave? Is November 20th. November 20th. And we actually have a chef coming on for that. Let's Go Food, November 6th or 13th. Got it. So I'm going to put you
out
first.
The 13th and the 20th. I know that much for Argentina. So.
Oh, so Dave, if you want to hang out with Andrew, you can't hang out.
I'm not saying that may mean that you'd rather one of the weeks that I'm not there.
Capitan Platano Pimentia. Is that pimento bananas? Banana peppers. Banana peppers. That's banana peppers. It got to be. He's calling you Captain Banana Peppers. But he's not Capitan. Francisco's Capitan, which Francisco goes by Francisco alone. That is it. He does not like nicknames.
There's another name that he doesn't like. We're not going to say it, but I know that's not his name.
Hey, so Koi Fish, just a Thursday in January or February, and I'm gonna write you down right here next to Mort. Mort is supposed to come back in season 5. That would be starting season 5. Look, he said correct.
That is correct.
That is correct. That Veronica Vaughn.
And that's where we end that quote.
Yeah.
Hey, I finished all 3 of the commercials. They are uploaded to media assets now, just so you know.
Oh, let's do them. Hey guys, let's see. So let's show.
How does it work on this vertical? Maybe it'll just do it in the middle.
I think it's gonna like.
So like I need to come down here, like so you can see.
I think it's gonna like do it like right here. So, anyways, we have some members of the channel, and when you sign up to be a member, there's 2 times. September 25th sounds good. Let's see. No. September 25th is taken, Patrick. I made a mistake. Did I say September? October. So I need October 2nd, 9th, 16th, 23rd, or 30th. 30th is a cool one. That is, we call it Halloween Havoc and do a wrestling topic. That would be cool. Kirk, is September 4th the one that I'm on? Yes, sir. September 4th, you're on for sports games. Does anybody want to come on with Poetically Christian Gamer and talk top 4 sports games? That'd be cool. Yeah, September 4th is you. So anyways, everybody who joins as a member, you can join at a link or join at a George. Link, we will shout you out, which we've been doing, and you get an opportunity to pick one of our old episodes for us to redo. 30 okay with me. All right, Halloween Havoc it is. All right, we could do speaking of Halloween Havoc, we could do the top 4 wrestling pay-per-views.
I think we should do, now just hear me out, top 4 masked wrestlers. Halloween masks.
Dude, I already know my number 1, especially.
I think we should do top 4 masks. I know we don't normally pick the topic, so I'm sorry, Patrick, if you don't want to do that, that's fine, but I think it ties in well with Halloween Havoc. I'm just saying.
You know what would be really cool? If we got Patrick Little on with Patrick McCaskill. Because I always mix the names up when they show up and there's another Patrick too. Patrick, anyways, when I always mix the names up when they're in the chat sometimes. I'm like,
or like top 4 scariest wrestlers, like wrestlers that you'd be most scared to be in the ring.
Oh, that's cool.
You know,
like
so
like Kane.
Doesn't
gotta
have to
be
be masked.
Kane.
It can be part of it, but
It's gotta be
that's
Kane.
gotta be Kane.
Is that sweet? Like you want to do masked wrestlers? Is that what you're doing? I am also down for anything gaming. Yeah, PCG, January, February. I'll put you down again. Look, you guys can be on as many times as you want. It's not easy to I'll tell you this. We've gone to this model of kind of having guest hosts, and it's my favorite thing to do, to connect with new people and to showcase them. Like last night we had for the very first time we had Chris Reed, but for the second time we had Bryce. And coming on and kind of promoting other people's stuff is top 4 masked members of KISS. Well, there is a masked wrestler of KISS. I just actually watched that last night. Well, is Paint gonna count? Because he was painted. He wasn't masked.
Right. They weren't masked. So the thing is, you could do 4, but the problem is you literally only have 2 Benjamins you can pick from.
Yeah.
There's only 2. There's 6, unless you're counting the original KISS face paint. That Paul was not the Star Child originally. I don't know what you do.
So Patrick, I will DM you. You're on our Facebook, right? Maybe your Facebook. I'll send you some. Hey, so this is what I need from you, Patrick. If I haven't already done this, send us a DM at one of the Instagram, Facebook, whatever. It's right here on top of us, and send me your email. That's all I need is your email, and I'll shoot you over our email. For Halloween Havoc, you should have top 4 scariest wrestlers ever, the ones that had the spooky gimmicks. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not going to give them away now, but I'm sure Andy's thinking the same ones. But there are some that are really awesome. Let's see, one that was really scary that I didn't like. Boogeyman. Yeah, Boogeyman. So
I think that's scary. Like, we don't necessarily have to take it. This is just spitballing ideas. I don't think we would necessarily have to take it like they're the most like scary looking in that sense. I mean, that could be a part of it, but like, do you want to get in the ring with the Big Show, right? Or like, I'm just
well,
you know what I mean? Like, who are the ones that
well,
you'd be the most,
Big Show. Hey, the
who
Big
would you
Show
be
was
the
in my
most
fraternity.
afraid of getting in the ring with, is what I'm saying.
The Big Show was in my fraternity. I've mentioned that before. Yeah, so if you email me, then I'll send you all the deets. All right, so, well, if you send us your email, I'll email you back. So anyways, let me get back. Memberships. So what does memberships do for us, Andy? So I'm going to come to a convention here August 2nd and 3rd, and that is all out of our pocket. We get stickers. We actually have been working on some merch, and the merch company, we were trying to get a sample, and Andy never got a sample, right? Have you ever gotten it?
Nothing. No. So just to throw this out there, we got to cancel that. So we'll talk about that. We got to cancel all that stuff. I want to go through our friends that we have at the con. What's their name? That we talked to about doing merch with. Anyway, they got to.
Booties.
I'd rather do that. Because I just canceled and I'm getting a refund because I ordered at the beginning of April. And it's still
Booties.
not.
Holy moly, alive on the 4th and no facial hair, Andy. Dusty Flotilla. Dusty's now famous. He was on our show. Can I tell you something? Dusty has had like a handful of videos, and he's got almost like 9,000 subs. This dude is like a genius. Nice chin. Yeah, it's like the Crimson Chin. Nice chin.
Chin music while we're talking about wrestling. Hey,
So,
Barry, it's not too personal. I am down 42 pounds, I think, total.
Yeah, so I was on that same weight loss journey, and I went into the kitchen, and it was over. Gosh, I am such a slacker. Actually, you know, Andy, it is so well. One, your wife's also on the journey. That's cool. When you're in a house that nobody else wants to really do that with you, that's hard.
That's a whole
whole first grade.
That's a big first grade.
So that's one thing. The second thing is, when I gave my kidney away, which some of you guys don't even know that, when I gave my kidney away, we were talking about this last night. It has become harder to lose weight. Honestly, it's even harder to gain weight, I feel. I just like stay, like just kind of like I stay at this, not fat, definitely not the weight I want to be, but just like overweight. I just stay there. Never, yeah. Oh wow, a kidney. I didn't make any money for it either. I made coins in heaven. That's what I did. I had a good friend. Well, my sister actually had a good friend. They posted on Facebook. They said, "Hey, she needs a kidney." And at the moment, I was like, "Well, hell, let's all go and get tested and see if we can do this." And so we all go. Me and my sisters. I got a ton of sisters and family, and I'm the only one that makes it to round 2, and then 3, and then 4. And then, like, after about 6 appointments later, I had started a keto journey right before that. And they told me, if you can lose up to about 50 pounds, you'll be eligible. Well, at the time, I was about my weight I am now. I was about 240-ish. That's where I usually live. And they said, if you can get to about 200 and some change, we can do the surgery. So I did keto for a year and some change. Even at camp, I didn't even eat the cinnamon rolls. That was a heck, bro. I remember that camp, like, hating it. I'm like, bro, I want to eat these cinnamon rolls so bad. And I went through camp and all, and then that January, I was at it's the smallest I've been since before the military. So that'd have been like 97. It was about the smallest I've ever been. I was at 206 at that point. Which, Andy, you're pushing about that right now, huh? Where you at?
214.
Yeah, you're almost there. So I was about your weight, and I was about 206, and I was able to give my kidney. And so, having one kidney can lead to fluid retention, I believe. Yeah, and so it is not easy to lose weight, but it's sure not easy. And I don't gain it that much either. I mean, I feel like I'm a dumpster sometimes. I'm like, oh, I moved a pound. Cool. But I'll lose about 10 pounds, and then it gets hard. I can get down to about 230, 229-ish, 229er.
Niner. We got a niner.
And then it gets tough. The high 220s is it starts to get tough.
So memberships. We're gonna get there.
Yeah. So memberships. So what do those do? Well, one, we've made a few nickels so far, but we haven't even taken it out yet because, I mean, there's not really a reason to take it out yet. But what it does is it's going to help us with some of the merch and things at our table. Andy and I are both doing some publishing. Hold on one second. Andy, you take over real quick.
Yep. What are we talking about? Oh, yeah. So it helps us to do these cons and to do these things, right? Everything's out of pocket, like we said before, which we're not looking for sympathy. We chose to do this, but everything helps. It helps us to have the reach there. So you guys being a part of that is huge. And then, like I said, like Kirk was just about to say, working on getting some merch made. We had some really cool ideas. We were going through one company, and they are just, it is what it is.
I've got some friends that do books. I got to remember to bring your book, Andy, right here. This one's yours.
Payne in the house. What's going on, Christina?
Christina in the house. So we're going to do some Devo books. Andy's got a Christian-based children's book, which I'm sure that'll funnel into some other ideas as a creator. I've got a fantasy book that we're doing. We want to do some more merch, some stickers. We want to do a couple of those things. But one of the things is we're doing this stuff at all to kind of give away, to kind of sell at these conventions, to kind of bring people to Nerd in the Word and travel. Like we're going to be at Oh, wow. Koi fish. Thank you. Thank you. So, with that being said, if you are at a George level, we're going to do promo videos. We've got 3 George level people, and Koi fish. I don't know if that's a George that you did there, but if that is a George, because it doesn't tell us. Well, if it's a link, you can pick a video. If it's a George, we're going to do a promo video for you. And we've got 3 of those. Oh, yeah. You see, I appreciate, yeah, it is being very, very nice. Look at that. Look at that. I got it to work, kind of.
We got house training.
Yeah. Oh, you went to the top. So Koi fish, we'll have one out for you here soon. This is what you're going to get. A promo video. So we're going to share these promo videos on our channel at our halftime show. And so
you want me to put one out there?
Yeah, let's play them. So we've got 3 right now. Do you have all 3?
I have all 3 loaded.
All right, cool.
So you want to check them out?
Let's do all 3 of our first 3 members, and Koi fish, you'll get one of these too.
I don't know how this is going to work on the vertical, so bear with us. But let's. This is Bryce JW's commercial. Check this one out.
Bryce JW is a full-time content creator, collector, and streamer, spreading kindness one video at a time. From epic Geometry Dash runs and Nintendo streams to game hunting vlogs and podcasts, Bryce leads the Anime Armada, a welcoming, positive community for gamers and geeks of all kinds. No hate, just heart. Join the crew at youtube.com/@BryceJW.
Bro, that's epic.
That's
cool.
Awesome. That's a cool one. Huh?
Hey, so we got 2 more. Dark Link.
Got 2 more. So also, hey, here's a commercial here. Just go check out these people out as we're showing you this, but we're also showing you this so you can see what kind of commercial you get. All right, next one we have is Dark Links Gaming. Dark Links gifted like 50 memberships or something the other day, which was like just fantastic. It's amazing. Dark Links, great guy. Check out this commercial for him.
Step into the shadows with Dark Links Gaming, a retro-fueled live stream experience where Zelda reigns, chaos is random, and every win or loss is part of the adventure. From Ocarina of Time rando runs to deep dives into retro and modern classics, this channel is built for die-hard fans who love the grind. Join Dark Links Gaming at youtube.com/@DarkLinksGaming and connect on Discord or Instagram @AdventDarkLink.
Dude, that's awesome. All right, so we got one more.
One more. I haven't even shown Kirk this one yet because
our new member last night. He joined last night, and look, this happened last night. So Andy, you were quick with it, man.
Well,
so
that's what happens when I don't have my kids in the
Where's
house.
Zach's at?
I got the whole house to myself. Here we go. Iowa Retro Gamer Dad. Last commercial we got for today.
Zach, the Iowa Retro Gamer Dad, brings heart, honesty, and heat to retro gaming, collecting, and pack ripping with his son. From tackling addiction and mental health to calling out scalpers and celebrating nostalgia, this channel is where real talk meets real fun. Follow the journey at youtube.com/@Iowa Retro Gamer Dad. And also follow along on Instagram and Twitch.
Hey, so Koi fish, we'll have one of those for you soon. And anybody else that wants to be a part of that, you are welcome. We would love to have you, and we're going to promote those at our show. Every time we have a show, we'll promote some of our members. So that goes towards helping us get to more conventions, helping us to give away more stickers and books and toys and junk at these conventions, but really tell people about our love of pop culture and our love of Jesus. So we appreciate anybody that is a part of that. Yeah, absolutely. Thumbs up. And thank you guys for, it was such a great big deal to even get to this point, and we kind of were like, well, what are we going to do? Well, our love is the community. Our love is you guys. So how can we give back to the community while supporting your channels? And that's the best way possible. Andy, how you feel last night went?
Oh, it was fun, dude. Always great to have Chris on. I mean, I say always. It was his first time, but we get to hang out with him at the cons. Great guy, super knowledgeable about stuff, and we had definitely a good showing last night. It was tons of fun. Hey, just as a reminder, we always do this at the end of the show. Now, during the live stream, you can comment and add to the chat and all that stuff. We ask for your top fours during that. But after the show, when it's posted, go in and comment what is the opposite, essentially, of what we're talking about. So, like last night, we said our Rushmore of childhood games, right? Just games from our childhood, whatever system that may be on, which Bryce JW was on there last night along with Chris. So go on and comment what's your least favorite? What's the worst childhood game that you remember? Maybe you went to Blockbuster and rented it and were so disappointed that you returned it before the week was over. You ever done that? That's fun. Yeah, so I put my comment on there. It's probably the worst. It's got to be Superman 64.
Yeah, I got to put my worst up. Missed out last night. Dang. Dusty, go check it out, man. You can go back and check. So look, here are some ones I didn't mention. Mm-hmm. Here are some ones I didn't mention last night because, I mean, they're not my top four. But, dude, there's the old name, man. This game is underrated, in my opinion. Old Commando. Dude, I had so much fun playing this game. Talk about childhood games and memories. Playing Commando. You can't see it through there. I need more of these shell cases. But one of the hardest Castlevanias, Dracula's Curse. There's the old name. If you see the name, that's from when I was a kid, man. I wrote that when I was little. Now this name is actually pretty awesome. Andy, I actually thought about getting this as a tattoo. In a bigger portion of something, because this name was not written by me. This name was written by my mom. So there's my name written by my mom. That is not my handwriting.
Yeah. But
this is the original Mega Man. And these are some games I didn't mention. So I mentioned Mega Man 2 last night. There's 3 and 4. And 1, 2, and 3. I mentioned the original Zelda. There's 2.
That's a different type of game too. They went different on the Adventures of Link, right?
This is my original copy of 2. And I mentioned it before. I always colored this in. I don't know why. But I always colored the and you know, some people are like, oh my gosh, that game is ruined. And I'm like, it's better because of that. It is way better. Now, I bought this afterwards, much later in life, but this is the original Castlevania. Mad Belmont was on the show. Guy, that's a cool channel. Go check Mad Belmont out. He loves Castlevania and Metrovania. That's another one I was thinking about. Hey, you talk about, here's my mom's name again, my name by my mom. You talk about pause screens, Andy. There it is.
Yeah, that always gets mentioned. I do think 007 edges it out, but a great one still, nonetheless.
Let's see. Oh, here's one. So this one is a little different. So I loved Baseball Stars. I mentioned that last night. Here's another baseball game. Now this one, it's different, but the reason is my friends, we used to do this in a tournament style on paper. Bro, this is like before the internet. We would write down who won and all that. And, I got to hand it upside down because it's old Tengen. RBI baseball. And, bro.
Listen, just foreshadowing to PCG's episode of Sports Games. One of them, it may or may not make the list. Maybe Ben wins. Who knows? Depends on how it goes. Backyard baseball.
Oh, great game. Great game. RPG guy here. Andy, do you know the I know you don't, but this is a kind of a segue. Do you know the significance of this game?
Let me get back to it. Which game are you showing? I didn't see it. What does it say? Dragon Warrior. What's the significance?
So back in the day, Dragon Warrior, and I actually did this. So let me pull it up to make sure I'm saying it exactly right. But you had a like in order to get this game the first time, you got it as through Nintendo Power. Yeah. So this, yeah. So yeah, exactly. So when you first subscribed back in the day to Nintendo Power, this is what you got, and this is my version of getting that. Right. I remember as a kid, like, Mom, I gotta subscribe for the magazine just to get the game. She's like, I'll just buy the game. And I was like, but if you buy the game, then I don't get the magazine. And so you bought the magazine and you got the game. My favorite game back in the day was Monkey Island series. Yeah. So that is some PC stuff right there. Free for a time. Yeah, Dusty. Yeah, there it is. Look, so Dusty knows. It came with the sub. Same age, Kirk. So same age, Kirk. We share a pop culture brain. Yeah. So fun guy. Hey, Marissa, 2 days in a row. Hey, so fun story. Here's another one. There's a guy. He plays a lot of Twitch. You gamers will know this, but anybody else that isn't a gamer, you won't know this. But he is like, it's like watching Mr. Rogers or like, Bob Ross play video games. His name's Arcus. Andy.
Oh, he's fantastic. I love
Arcus.
him.
He's like this cowboy. He's always like sipping his sweet tea.
His voice.
He plays this game. He plays this game, right? Like the hardest game in the world, right? And he beats it in like 10 minutes. Like the whole thing in 10 minutes. It's crazy to watch him play this game. So I messaged him the other day and I was like, hey, Arcus, it's been a while. I haven't been on the show in a while. Like I haven't been on his stream in a while. And those are some of the ones I was going to mention from Nintendo from my childhood that I didn't get on last night. I got one more back. I got a couple more back here. So obviously the Super Mario Duck Hunt. But anyways, I messaged Arcus and I was like, hey, would you like to come on our show? And he goes, oh, I'm not really doing podcasts right now. I was like, oh, it's all good, man. It's all good. Hey, how about this one? I mentioned it last night in a different sense because I talked about it was actually behind me in the arcade. But man, this might get a nod in the sleepover games. Little Double Dragon. Love the speedrunner scene. I'm a mod for the Mexican runner on his Twitch, YouTube. Man, speedrunning is awesome, isn't it? This is a fun game, underrated. Oh, not a lot of people. Not a lot of people talk about this one, but this thing is a banger.
That came up on a show that we've done. Somebody mentioned it.
Yeah, I talked about that. That's Punch Out. There's Mega Man 2, Baseball Stars. Let's see. Talked about Tetris. Talked about Super Tecmo. Oh, didn't talk about this, but somebody else did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that may be talked about next week.
Arnold and Sylvester Stallone made the cover. Predator and Rambo. Yeah, it might get mentioned next week. I don't know that I'm going to mention that. That's kind of like a softball toss.
Yeah.
But yeah, Blaster Master. I have it complete in box with Nintendo Power 2. Yep. Dunk Hunt. It was one of my favorites. Let's see. Oh, lost my light. Lost my light. I stepped on the plug down here. I got a little short in it or something.
Yeah, strobe light.
Like I'm at a Halloween Havoc. Let's see. Super Nintendo. Let's do Super Nintendo. Andy, let's do Super Nintendo. Which ones would I say were childhood favorites? I don't have a whole bunch of Super Nintendo anymore. But
Donkey
Mortal
Kong.
Kombat, where PCG's here.
Marissa knows what's up. Donkey Kong and Mario.
If PCG is here, there's my original version of. Oh, and look, I got it on the whiteout name. of Mortal Kombat. He plays PCG plays that often. That's the Super Nintendo version. No blood, huh? Yeah, that game's all right. Here's a
who's your
Super
go-to?
Nintendo.
I think I know your answer. Who's your go-to on MK3?
MK3?
Is that the one you just showed? Wasn't that MK3?
No, that was regular. That was regular
Oh,
Mortal Kombat.
My bad.
But MK3, I do have. It's down there. I don't have a case on it. MK3 is easy. Well, actually, it's not easy because there are some really guys like Cyrax and Noob Saibot and all that. But if you say anybody other than Cabal, you're wrong.
Yep, I agree 100%. Cabal's the dude. That little sweeping, like with the crowbar thing.
When he goes like off the screen backwards and comes back from the other side. Yeah.
Unbeatable. I mean, it's great.
It's heating up in here.
Fire! He's
on fire! You talk about sleepover games? You talk about sleepover games? That might get a nod. Oh, I lost my light again. I'll just turn this light on.
Be careful, Gangrel's about to enter.
Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing.
There's a scary wrestler.
Dude, my favorite Zelda game of all time, right there. I know Ocarina gets the nod. That's my favorite. A lot of people don't like this, and I don't understand why. But PCG. There's Killer Instinct.
That's a good one.
Killer Instinct. He was trying to get
and Primal Rage at the arcade at the skating rink growing up. That was like the bangers. Primal Rage was another one that was just
fun game. I loved Killer Instinct, man. Glacier and I love the like techno music that they were using. Cinder was awesome. The werewolf guy was awesome in part 2.
I like Fulgore and Saber.
Fulgore.
Saberwolf.
I mentioned this in a show about underrated games. RPM Racing. That's a really cool game. ActRaiser, the best Super Nintendo game of all time, right there. And Andy, you mentioned this one last night. Super Mario World.
Yeah, that's the best. That's potentially the best Mario game of all time.
My favorite shooter of all time, Gradius 3. And this is a childhood game for sure. I don't have a whole bunch of these, but I do have a couple. This is actually from Kevin Parodius.
It looks like Red Robin's logo because it's all
Red Robin.
What a cool game that would be.
Let's see.
Oh, I don't speak or. Yeah, it's a Japanese cart, huh?
Yeah, a little Japanese cart. Have you tried Gradius 3? No, I haven't. Koi Fish. I have not. Koi Fish Gaming, that is a good one, but prefer Super Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 2 Turbo is my favorite of fighters. So I used that as my example last night. There it is.
The music in Street Fighter 2 also is, I think, underrated. It's some good stuff, man. Some of those levels.
Yeah.
Love it.
Francisco's still hanging out. Francisco, you do not have to be a member to have a cool thing. We actually have one for you all the time. Hey, if you guys didn't hear last night, Francisco, so Andy, I was talking about this in his show, but I was typing it, so I don't know that it actually felt the same. There is still a little bit, and Andy, I don't know if you get this, there's still a little bit of that, like when you meet a wrestler for the first time, or you meet an athlete, you meet an actor, like when we're at these conventions and you walk up to the table and you're like, wow, that guy actually did something really amazing. But now it has bled down to you're not having to be so famous to just be really cool. Like we actually have some guys in these conventions that like write books and do comics and draw and artists. And it's just really cool to know all these creators and be like, man, you made this. Thanks for. So like this right here, you can barely see it, but it's a wooden plaque that somebody gave me. Somebody made that for me, and it's really cool. But when you know someone that is like a creator that does stuff, like that's what, honestly, it's one of the driving forces of why I want to write a book. I just want to have the idea that I'm an author. Like, it's just, I just think it's cool, right? Or have done a video game. I always wanted to make a video game in my life. Retro Rewind podcast, right? Francisco, he has done video games. He's worked on video games. He was doing some Game Boy games, but he just released and launched a Kickstarter for a tabletop role-playing type card / board dice game, right? And it's a strategic game, and it's over on Kickstarter. So if you guys enjoy that, kind of the Dungeon and Dragons type thing, I actually watched a video, Andy, which was a cool video. He was interviewed by Gamers Plus, I think it was, Francisco, and he was kind of talking about all of the inspiration for it. Not Lord of the Rings, Chronicles of Narnia, which is an inspiration for my book. Chronicles of Narnia and a couple different games. Most of the games I hadn't heard of because they're in that world, right? My family doesn't play these type of games. Andy, I know you don't play these. You mentioned, can I just buy the art? Which you can. You can actually get a puzzle, Andy. You can go on there and get you a puzzle, which is really cool, which is the art of pauljpowers.com, which is another kind of awesome person. But it's just really cool to know someone that's done this.
I'm buying some stickers. That's happening.
You buying some stickers? Yeah, I told him I'm gonna get the whole. I'm not doing the 300 thing. I'm doing the the $100. You get the board game and all of that. I'm gonna do that next financial cycle, which is gonna be within the 38 days. I'll do that soon. So I think last time I looked, he was at like almost $3,000 last night of the 10,000 that he needs to get it backed. Dude, but I've watched him do this for 2 years. Andy, we've played the game. We've watched him do it. It's just really cool to see it come to fruition. And it's kind of a reminder. It's like sometimes we do these nerd in the words, Andy, but this is kind of like a nerd in the word type thing. Like seeing your dreams come to fruition, right? Seeing like an idea start from scratch, tabletop napkin. I remember when I was a drunkard, I used to hang out at Buffalo Wild Wings, right? And there'd be times where I'd be like, hey, can I have a napkin? And I would get this idea of something I wanted to do, and I would write it on a napkin. You know, that's back in the day, like a sermon idea. Pastor Doug mentioned that to me one time. Is like some of the best ideas are on a napkin, right? Like you get it out in the public, and seeing those things come to fruition are just really cool. And so I want to help him get there. So I'm going to continue to share Junkyard Juggernauts until he tells me I have to stop. So Kenneth Bird in the house. Kenneth was the first person ever to win a giveaway on this channel, which we got to do some more giveaways, Andy. I was just looking. Iowa Retro Gamer Dad got this in my mind. He's got us some shirts, and so does Bryce. Bryce has a hat, I think. And anyways, I need to go to all of our friends' channels and see what's really cool on their merch and see what I can afford and start kind of picking up some, I want to support some people on the channel. I like the original Super Street Fighter 2 better. Was never a fan of the fast-paced turbo speed. Now, Derek, this isn't making fun of you, but is the fast pace harder with your disability? I bet it is. I mean, I bet like it moving so quickly, like you might not be able to get that as. So if you guys don't know, Poetically Christian Gamer is actually legally blind. But he plays video games on his channel as a legally blind person, and that's really cool. Man, Andy, next week you might be out, huh?
Yeah, my wife is actually out for 3 weeks. She is staffing at camp, so we're gonna go visit her for a night.
So Andy is potentially out next week. If somebody else wants to jump on the show with us, you're welcome. Take Andy's place.
Next week is cheat codes, correct?
It is cheat codes. So like cheat codes, passwords, So, for instance, there are some old Nintendo games. Here, I'll hold one up. Right here. There's some, and I didn't mention this one, which I should have. Oh, this one's even got a sticker from back in the day. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. Shut up. Oh my. How did I get? I probably stole this from him. So, I wasn't always Christian, boys and girls. So, man, I might actually tear up on this one. So when I was a kid, I wasn't always a good kid. One of my best friends, he lived down the street from me. If Warren ever comes in, Warren's been in here for a couple times, and maybe some other childhood friends from the neighborhood have been here. But this particular friend of mine, my mom hated. And actually, I was going to talk about it a little bit I was going to talk about it a little bit in sleepover games. If I mention this one, I don't know that I'm going to mention it, but sleepover games, because this is a one-player game, you don't get to really play it with each other. But my friend used to come over and watch me play this, Andy. That particular friend, I have told this story. I've told this story to you, Andy. Garbage pail kids, right? My friend had a pile of garbage pail kids, and my parents wouldn't buy them. My parents wouldn't buy garbage pail kids for me, not because we were super Christian. They just didn't like them, and because I didn't become a Christian until way later. My parents said that we were Catholic, but we never really did anything. And I was so mad that I couldn't have any. I went to the greatest of lengths. And I was a klepto, dude. I stole everything back in the day. And I went to his house. And I don't even remember how this happened and how I got him out. But I stole like a whole stack of garbage pail kids out of his room, like this much. And brought them to my house. This is one of my best friends. And it was probably 2-3 weeks later. I couldn't shake the guilt. I couldn't shake the, I don't know if I was having bad dreams or whatever. I couldn't shake the guilt of having them. And plus, it was kind of like the garbage pail kids were kind of like haunting me, if you will. And I'm not saying that in a like spiritual way, like just in my mind, like it's just like, oh my gosh, so I brought them back to my friend's house, and I knocked on the door and I put him on his like stoop, if you will, and I ran off.
Stoop boys leaving the stoop.
And I don't remember how that story ever ended, if I told him it was me or not. But his name's Chris Miller, and Chris Miller actually died. He was actually murdered, Andy. He was murdered. You maybe remember this story. He was murdered at the gas station in Slidell. He was shot by his ex-wife's boyfriend at the gas station. Do you remember this? It happened over at the raceway on Gauze, across from Walmart on Gauze, down by me, by North Shore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, and the guy who killed him actually went to school with us too. But that is my buddy, Chris. Wow. That's the guy I stole the garbage pail kids from. It's on the back of Metroid. But in this game, there is a password. There's a couple passwords that you can put in as like a saved game that will bring you to a special place. Those kind of cheat codes are the ones we'll be looking at. Story time.
Hey, Francisco, man, we were just singing your praises, and now you're going to come out with that hatred in the chat? Don't make me call you by your nickname. I won't do it. But you're pushing me close to it.
Bear B2, yeah, he used to be a quarterback for the Falcons, and we used to make fun of him for it because, we were all Saints fans. Yeah, Chris, my parents didn't like him at all. They knew he was kind of a bad apple. And some of those things about like stealing, I kind of got that from him. He was the first kid that I remember like smoking. and like looking at pornography and all those things that I probably shouldn't have been doing. He had this huge shed in the backyard, and we used to.
I'm sorry. It's separate. He just realized he's 20 minutes behind in the video. So he hasn't even heard us talk about junkyard juggernauts yet, man. We did a whole thing. I was going to feel real bad for that comment.
Oh. Yeah. And so he was just one of those kind of the worst kids. And my mom hated him. Like, you can't hang out with him. He's a bad influence. And obviously his life wasn't great. He went on to be quite a troublemaker, and even his ex-wife was not great, obviously, and all the stuff that happened. But I remember as kids like playing in the shed, and we'd always act like we were ninjas, and we would take his dad's tools and bang the shed up and whatever. And yeah, Mr. Cyril his name was Cyril. Cyril. That's just a funny name for me. Cyril. It's kind of like a Final Fantasy name. But yeah, I do feel super bad, but hey, I am the warlord. Yes, he is the warlord. But Andy, it's almost an hour. We're kind of time to wrap up, man. So anybody got any prayer requests out there? Anything that we can do? I'm going to play some Zelda later. I was going to play some games online. Bit of a silly name. Yeah, Cyril. Cyril. Yeah, that was his
I
dad.
coached a kid in junior high on the football team whose name was Cyril.
Cyril. It's a weird name.
And they would always call him to the office and they would say cereal. And like,
yeah,
that's just, yeah. The kid did look like he ate a lot of cereal. I'm just saying, he was a football player. He played defense for me, but yeah, he's a good kid. Anyway.
Prayer time, guys. Prayer time. Anybody out there have something we need to pray for? Denny, welcome to the show. I'm going to throw you a wrench. Let me jump in here real quick and throw you a wrench, Denny. All of our friends get wrenches here. If you can have a wrench, you can dodge a ball. That whole thing. My daughter's game is starting in 30 minutes, so I'm going to be wrapping this thing up. If you have some prayer requests, we'd love to pray for you. If you don't, we're going to pray for you anyways. And just going to do that. Oh man, premiering now, Faith and Fandom, great channel. Go check out Faith and Fandom.
Why don't we? You want to raid them?
Yeah. Well, do you know how to raid with?
I don't
StreamYard?
know. Just go look at it. I don't know how you do that.
I don't know how to raid with StreamYard. I just don't know how to do it. So, is there? I don't think there is a thing for us to do that, but it is what it is. And reminder, Koi Fish has joined the membership, so we're gonna give you an awesome little chatty chat video. Man, I can't find our thing. Oh, here it is. So I can throw a wrench in the there it is. Chat. Denny. There you go. Denny, you now have a wrench. You're part of the fam. Everybody else, I think, already had one. Yep. As long as they're not jerks. Hey, well, no prayer requests specifically, it looks like. Or did I miss one?
Well, Francisco did say thank you for the prayers for Junkyard Juggernauts. Wait,
so I think you just type /raid faith and fandom if you're talking about, well, no, on Twitch. Yeah, so in StreamYard kind of connects to all those. We're not actually, like, it's kind of like OBS, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how it works. I'll have to look it up. Maybe that's how you do it, but not all channels have a raid feature turned on, so be aware of it. It won't always work.
Matt's asking about prayers for his mental health. Yeah.
Who?
Dusty Flotilla.
Who? Yeah, absolutely. How about for mental health? Sure. Happy to be part of the team. Yeah, Denny, thanks for being here. And we'll pray for Junkyard Juggies. All right, so Lord, first off, thank you for this community. Thank you for just a group of friends that we can hang out with and talk pop culture, but also just be real with. Tell about my past, tell about Andy's past, tell about our friendships, and what will bring us closer together in the future. Lord, I pray for all of these channels. I pray for all these creators, but specifically, I want to just talk about Junkyard Juggernauts. There are less than 40 days left for this campaign. He's worked on it for multiple years, Lord, and you know his desire, the desire of his heart. You know the desire of you. It's all in your hands. He said it over and over again. He's kind of led in faith and prayer. And Lord, I know you've done talk to him. You've done given him what he needs to do. But Lord, we want to see it through fruition. Give him the people and the power and all of the backers needed to have this come to life so that he can spread the gospel over a tabletop. Lord, we just praise Junkyard Juggernauts. I also want to pray for Francisco and his wife and their family and all the situations that may be going on there. I know he didn't speak about those, but I know those have come into our chat quite a bit. Lord, I just pray for his family and all of the provisional things needed. Lord, we love them so much, and we want the best for them. Lord, I pray for Matt, aka Dusty Flotilla. We pray for Matt, and also we pray for PCG. We pray for both of them for their health and for their vitality. Lord, I pray a blessing of fruit over them in spiritual health, mental health, physical health, that they can see your presence in everything they do, that they can feel the benefits. And Lord, that each one of their channels are fruitful, and that we can erase all the haters and all the people that bring us down. Lord, I pray for those haters tremendously, as they need to have you as well. Lord, I pray for our channel. I pray that you guide us in the way that we need to be guided. And we love you in this whole journey. We appreciate the community so much. We appreciate you dying on the cross, but more importantly, for rising off of it. Lord, we love you. Amen. Hey, we will see you guys down the road next week. We have bring your cheat codes. Hey, everybody in here, there's 10 of you. Go drop a comment in last night's show about your worst childhood game ever. And go drop that, hit the like. If you haven't watched, go ahead and watch. It's fun. And go support Junkyard Juggernauts. Go support all of our friends. Follow everybody, subscribe. Don't just hit the sub. Go and watch, and even in the background, put it on your phone, walk away. Help them get to their goals. We love you guys. Andy, you want to tell everybody goodbye?
Yeah. Hey, this is the Rushmore show where, even though we didn't talk about it's your top four, it's all about your top four.
And nothing more.
Nothing more. Peace out.